Hi, my name is Kirk, and I am making my very first YouTube video ever. And I'm starting this series to document my weight loss after a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I am 1 week pre-op. 1 week from today, I'll actually have my surgery, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm currently adhering strictly to the pre-surgery diet, which is essentially a very high protein, low carb, less than 40 carbs per day diet with lots of water and protein drinks. So doing well on that. My surgery date is January 3rd, which is kind of interesting timing. I purposely selected that date because I wanted to experience the pre-surgery diet during the holidays to really kind of test my dedication to wanting to go through with this and to sort of test my willpower and resolve. And so far, I have to say it's been really easy because it all seems right, and it's something that I'm just really looking forward to. In fact, I couldn't wait for Christmas and the upcoming New Year's holiday to fly by because I'm really looking forward to my surgery date. I think I've done all the right things at this point. I have had the nutritional counseling, psychological assessment. I'm paying for the surgery myself, so I didn't have to jump through some of the insurance hoops that a lot of people experience. So my stress level is pretty low in regards to that. So so far so good. I have a lot of confidence in the surgical center that I'm going to have the procedure done at, and I'm confident with the choices that I've made to go ahead and move forward with this. I've done my due diligence in researching protein drinks. I've ordered quite a few already, and I've taste tested them. I'm really sort of benefiting from all of the other YouTube videos that have been posted and from everyone else's trial and errors and successes and setbacks. So it's time for me to give back a little bit. Somebody on one of the other video channels mentioned that they didn't see a lot of guys posting YouTube videos in regards to their weight loss surgery. So, and I agreed. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, although it's a little uncomfortable. I'm not used to speaking on camera to myself or to an unknown audience. So bear with me. But as long as you're willing to go along with the ride, I'm willing to go along as well. A little bit about me. I'm 43. I'm sorry, 44. When you get into your mid 40s, you start losing track. There are no milestones. And I'm approximately 6'2". When I started looking into weight loss surgery, my weight was probably close to 355, maybe even closer to 360. When I went ahead and made the decision that I wanted to have surgery, I started becoming very conscientious about what I was eating. And I've actually got myself down to about 334, I think. I'll know for sure when I go to the doctor's office and weigh. So I'll have some official numbers then. I think I will count my surgical date weight loss, or I'll count my surgery date weight as my starting point, though, and sort of claim the success post-surgery, because I really want to attribute, or at least attribute the weight loss to the surgery. Although, I'm slowly but surely kind of chipping away at it, just being more conscientious and following the pre-surgical diet. I'm like I said, I'm approximately 6'2". So right now 334, 337, and 44 years old. So we'll see how this goes. I have a history of being very successful at losing weight, but then not keeping it off. I'm not really. I don't believe an emotional eater, but I do believe that my portion sizes during regular meals are sort of large. My typical day will be skipping breakfast, which I know is really bad. And then luckily I work in a downtown Seattle location office building that has several salad bars nearby, so I'm really good about making sure I get all of my living live food for my midday meal. But I've always kind of supplemented the salad with, a few pieces of California roll sushi or the protein I might put on the salad might be battered and deep fried, so not exactly 100% healthy, but certainly a lot more healthy than some of the other options that I have downtown. Dinner is sort of the place where things sort of go off the wagon. I'm really one of those kind of people that can not just have one piece of pizza or even two pieces of pizza. It has to be four or five or half of an extra large. And, of course, washed down with, at least, 32 ounces or more of Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. So just really poor eating habit for dinner at night. I'm not a snacker, and I don't like, I'm not a big sweets person, but certainly I am a big carb person, and I would kind of tend to save all of my carbs in my large meal for the evening meal, which probably isn't the best time of day to have such a large meal, because after I'd eat, I wouldn't really feel like doing much. So I'm really hoping that with the surgery, I will have a little bit more control on, the quantities or the portion sizes. I've been practicing during the pre-surgical diet, trying to see, if I can be satisfied with smaller amounts, and kind of just pretending like I've already had the surgery, but it's just, kind of this kind of testing period, and I just want to make sure I'm really successful. So, so far so good. So yeah, so that's pretty much about me. What I hope to provide or share during this video series are sort of the realities of having weight loss surgery, maybe product reviews of things that I try and either like or don't like. So you may be able to have some great options when choosing your proteins, or knowing what kind of things you might want to stay away from. But I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm perfectly happy and looking forward to people commenting on my videos and trying to answer any questions the best that I can. I'm determined to make this really successful. What I'm anticipating, based on everyone else's videos, of course, is ensuring that I remain hydrated and that I'm getting enough protein. So I've already got some things in plans for that. There are a few clear liquid protein products that I like pre-op that I'm hoping I'll like post-op. So if that's the case, I'll go ahead and start sharing that information with everyone, and making sure that it's something that I can tolerate post-surgery and am benefiting from. So product reviews, ups, downs, answering questions, providing support, by all means, that would be the best outcome from this video series. I anticipate one of the larger challenges being the physical activity. Right now it's kind of hard moving around at my size. I'm hoping with the weight, as it starts to come off and getting into a more active lifestyle, that will become easier and something that I really, really enjoy. I've got a partner of 9 years who's actually into powerlifting, so I have somebody at home that's very much capable and willing and able to sort of navigate me through the gym, and some of the anxieties and phobias I have about stepping foot into a place like that, especially at my size. I'm really lucky also because I have a home over in Port Orchard, which is on the Kitsap Peninsula, which is kind of our home base right now. But I work in downtown Seattle, so during the week I stay at the city apartment, is what we call it, or the crash pad. And luckily the new building that I've just moved in is brand new and has a brand new gym. So I'm hoping that, Monday through Friday, where I'm kind of in my weekly routine, where I don't have a lot of distractions or a lot of responsibilities after work, that I can get into the habit of working out every day and benefit from all of those things. I've watched a lot of videos, and of course I'm concerned with having the loose or excess skin, and I realize that just varies from person to person, and there's really kind of no way of knowing of what's going to happen until it actually happens. So I guess worst case scenario is once I pay off this surgery, I'll sign myself up for excess skin removal surgery if necessary. But I'm really looking forward to this entire process. I'm realistic. I know it's not going to be easy, but it certainly is something that has given me a lot of hope and has definitely improved my overall mood. Just kind of thinking that there might be a better way of living. And what I mean by that is I, currently have had a lot of problems struggling with depression. There's a lot of things that I would like to do that I can't because of my size. I love traveling, but I just hate how uncomfortable I am on airplanes. I love going to fun, exotic, adventure-filled destinations, but get really disappointed when I exceed the weight limit for things like zip lining, horseback riding. I love water parks, but can't comfortably attend those and go go down the tubes and all that. And amusement parks, same thing. I would love to go on the roller coasters and everything and not have that anxiety of waiting in line for 45 minutes or so and going over to the fat boy seat and it not fitting and being embarrassed. And so I just avoid them altogether. So there's a lot of things that I'm avoiding and not doing, and I think I'm relatively young still and I want to enjoy those things. So we'll share those successes and those things with you along the way. I hope to look back to this video and sort of remember how I've felt over the past few years, and hopefully 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, I'm going to feel completely entirely different. One of the things I really like about these videos is you kind of notice in people's introductory videos and their first videos, they're kind of like, hi, my name is so-and-so, this is my name, this is what I do, this is how I feel. And then by the time you get to their maintenance videos, they're like full of energy and they're really excited and they're talking to you about all the fantastic things they're doing and how great they feel and how they don't regret this at all. So I'm hoping to be one of those people, and I look forward to sharing that all with you. So that this doesn't get much longer, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. I'll provide video updates probably on my surgery date, and then some follow-ups from there to kind of share with you what's going on. But it's nice meeting you all, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Bye!